Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to open up and disassemble this HP. This is an HP NVM laptop model 17m-ce0013dx. As you can see, the battery's all inflated. The customer brought a replacement battery, so let's go ahead and replace it. Alright, so let's get a thumbnail here. That's what that looks like. Okay, we're going to peel off these rubber feet. I just get my thumbnail under there, and then I'll peel this up. You want to make sure that you're peeling up the adhesive and not just the rubber piece, because you don't want to separate the two and then stretch it out. So we'll get that out like that. And then most likely there's some screws underneath this as well, but yep, only on the side. So most likely, actually, they hid one in the middle this time. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and get all these screws out. We're going to be using a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver, as well as a T5 Torx 5 screwdriver. Okay, let's get these screws out. So there's 4 along the back where the hinge are. Okay, you want to keep the screws in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. The way I do that is I put them flat side down on my desk in the pattern. I remove them just like that. All right, this one's stuck, so I'm going to use a magnet. If this video helps you out, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. All right, let's go ahead and continue removing all these screws. Oh no, I think some of these are stuck. I don't think that one's even going to come out. Yeah, it feels like the thing that holds the screw is just spinning around, so that's going to be an issue. Anyways, it looks like there's supposed to be 4 screws under here, but one is missing. So that's weird. I don't know if they tried to open this before. I'm wondering if they tried to replace it themselves and couldn't do it, so then they brought it to me. But anyways, let's go ahead and continue removing all the screws. Okay. I'm going to use a magnet again. All right. Now we're going to have to remove the T5 or Torx 5 screws. Okay. And hopefully those will come out okay. We got one on the side here. Wow, these are long screws. Okay. We got another one over here. I feel like this thing might pop itself open, but we'll find out. Okay, then we got one down here. Yeah, it's kind of popping itself open. All right, so once you got all those screws out, carefully open up the laptop. Ooh, what is clicking, clacking? Okay, carefully open that up. And then I'm going to push with my thumb on the palm rest and pull with my fingernails between the bottom cover and the palm rest, okay? On HPs, a lot of times you have to go from the side, but let's see if we can go from the front on this one. Nope. Okay, so I guess let's go from the side as usual. Let's see, does this one work? The reason I didn't go from the side on this one is because there's the, oh, it still doesn't want to come out. It's because there's the CD drive here in the way. I don't know if we need to pop that out first. If we do, we're going to use a little needle. There's a hole here. Let's see. We can pop that out. Oh, shoot, yeah. There's a hidden screw under here, so we're going to have to remove that as well. Okay, it's a PH1 or JS1. It's a big flat one here. Okay. So we're going to remove that screw. Okay, and now, oops, do we need to leave this open? Possibly, probably, because it sticks out underneath there. So we'll leave that open. There's no way to pull this out because there's no screw there. So let's see, how are we going to pop this out? Okay, I think okay, that works. So I just got between the gap here and then pulled up. I have a customer here, so give me a second, I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Let's go ahead and continue popping this open. Okay, so it's kind of stuck here. Let's see if we can pop this side. Oh, that's being tough. Oh, is it because that broken screw? That's not good. All right, let's go ahead and try and continue down this way. I'm going to try and pull the case in, like flexing it to try and pull the clips up, but it doesn't seem to want to come out. So, I don't know. How am I going to get this out? It's stuck. This is not good. Okay, I'm going to see if I can put the CD drive. There we go. Close it. Now that we have that over it, I'm going to rotate it this way. And let's see if I get the fingernail under there. It doesn't want to pop out. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to get this out. Let's see. Okay, I'm able to pry in here with my fingernails. You can see it's forming a gap now. But this back one doesn't want to come out, so I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. Let's see if I try and unscrew it while I'm pulling on it. Sometimes that'll help. This is not good. That screw's like permanently stuck in there. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this out. Okay. What do I do? Let's work our way down towards the front and see if we can pop those clips at least. It might be extra difficult because that battery is inflated. So, I'm gonna need my thin pry tool. I'm gonna try and pry in here. Give me a second, I'll be back. All right, let's go ahead now and try with this thin pry tool, see if I can pop it out. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so I'm just barely putting the pry tool in. You don't want to stick it too far because you don't want to risk damaging anything on the inside. But I don't know what we're gonna have to do to get this last screw out. Okay, so this one, I don't know what we're gonna do. It's stuck in there real good. Like, how are we gonna get that out? I don't know. Is it coming out? Oh, it might be coming out now. There we go. Okay, we had to apply some force from the outside pulling it up, and now we got it out. Okay, so now that we got that out, we should be able to hopefully get the rest. Kind of grab that, wiggle it around, and there we go. We got the bottom cover off. That was a pain, and I don't know if there's a way I can secure it down there. Normally I'd have to use some some JB Weld, but in this case, see, even this screw, okay, this one was also loose, so I'm gonna tighten all of these. Oh, the plastic that holds it is actually, oh no. So the plastic that holds it underneath is broken. So what I'm gonna do is I open the laptop slightly, and then while it's falling down, it applies some friction to help this so I can twist it. Okay, so I'm gonna tighten all of these, and now they're just tightened to this metal frame of the laptop. Just like that. Okay, and we'll tighten this. Yeah, they're all loose. Oh man. Most likely all the plastic that holds it underneath is all cracked and broken. If you want to remove the CD drive, there's one screw here. After you remove that screw, you can slide the whole thing out. Okay, let's go ahead and remove the battery now that we have access to it. Okay, so we'll go here. All right, and let's remove the battery. There's a few screws here. Looks like there's two. There's one somewhat underneath the SSD here. So we got to get that as well. Two. Okay, this guy. 3, 4. And this one here. Okay, there's an M.2 SSD there, so be careful with it. Okay, so there's 4 along this side, and then there's 1 on either side at the bottom. And then once you get that out, you can go ahead and pull up here. Actually, let me zoom in to show you this. Okay, so now that we got them all out, we're gonna go ahead and go under here and then just pull straight up. And there we go. Okay, so the battery is LK03XL. Okay, that's the battery model number. Let's make sure the replacement they got is the same model. Okay, LK03XL, this is the brand they got. All right, anyway, so now that we got that out, we'll take a closer look at the other components. So you got a USB port here, okay, connected with this little cable, and it connects to the motherboard with that cable. It's a flip latch that holds it in place. All right, once you flip that up, you can pull that out easily. DC jack charge port connector is right there, and the cable runs along, and where is it going? I think it connects underneath the motherboard somewhere. Yeah, it connects underneath the motherboard, under here, under this little cable. That little cable is for the webcam, it says. Okay, so it's actually labeled on the board, it says cam. So the DC jack, if you need to remove it, you're likely going to have to pull the motherboard up. which is sad. That's a bad design. Anyways, you got the fan connector here, obviously. Fan, there's 2 screws. Okay, there's some dust stuck in here, so I'm probably gonna clean it out a little bit. All right, you got the LCD LVDS connector. If you're gonna mess with this, make sure after you disconnect the battery, you wanna open the laptop and press and hold the power button for at least 15 seconds before messing with this. Speaker connector here. Okay, since there's 2 sets of wires here, most likely there's a wire going underneath to get to this speaker on this side. Wireless card here. If you want to remove the antennas, you go from the tail and just pull straight up. Okay, this is the LAN or Ethernet port, USB ports, and stuff there. We're not going to do anything with that. It's all soldered to the board. M.2 PCIe NVMe SSD, 1 screw. You pull it up slightly and then you can pull it back. You might have to peel this plastic film off. All right, you got the touchpad, trackpad connector here, flip latch here, flip latch here. You got this little cable, which is going to, what's this? The on-off camera button here, and there's a fingerprint button as well, but where's that cable going? Okay, so fingerprint reader cable is here, I believe. Okay, why is it like so crooked in there? I don't know, but that's how it was. All right, you got the keyboard connector here with the flip latch on this side, and then you got the keyboard backlight here with the flip latch on that side. I think I went over everything. This does have a slot for a 2.5-inch SATA SSD or hard drive, but you do need the SATA cable that connects to the motherboard here. So yeah, it looks like there's room in the bottom cover that allows it. So if you get that connector, you should be able to add a hard drive, another hard drive or SSD. Okay, anyways, the RAM is hidden under here. So I just get my fingernails underneath here and lift it up and then work our way around. Be careful not to drop this on the motherboard because, or if you do, make sure you drain the power first. All right, anyways, there's 2 slots for RAM. Just pull these 2 tabs to the side, pops up, and then you can pull it out. There's an 8 gig PC4 2666V stick of RAM. So you can upgrade to any PC4 2666V. Then we got this stick of RAM, pull those 2 tabs to the side, same thing. And there's a 4 gig stick, so only 12 gigs total. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and put this back on. So flip that back over. Make sure it lines up with the little metal clippy things that hold it in place. Okay, and then just push it down. Here we go. All right, then we got the battery here. We're gonna have to put back, so the new battery. We'll get this, slide it slightly underneath there, lower that down. Okay, make sure this lines up, and then push that into place. There we go. I like to kind of pinch the battery in to get it lined up, and then we'll go ahead and get the battery screws back in. Okay, so battery screws. Am I missing something here? Wait, let me make sure I'm doing everything right. Okay, I pushed all the screws out of the way. I was like, where'd the battery screws go? Okay, so we're gonna get the battery screws back in. Again, there's 4 along the top and then 2 along the bottom. So we'll get all of those in, and then we'll put this back together. I'm gonna also dust it out a little bit, but that's pretty much all there is to it. All right, hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their device as well. And if it helped you save a bunch of money, again, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. If you can't help out that way, again, it would help a lot if you could watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on those as well, because that's what the algorithm likes to see. Oh, this one's not even lining up right, so I'm gonna have to use this to pull it. There we go. All right. But yeah, again, like, comment, subscribe, because that's what the algorithm likes to see. Watch a few of my other videos and then like and comment on those as well. And yeah, I also have another channel called It's Been Reviewed and More. Same profile picture, but zoomed in. If you could subscribe to that one and watch a few of those videos, that'd be really helpful. Yeah, other than that, let me dust this out and then we'll put the bottom cover back on. All right, see you guys in a bit. All right, I'm back. So, oops, why is the focus? Okay, so dusted out the bottom, dusted out the fans, and now we just got to put the cover and everything back together. Okay, obviously you do have to pop the CD drive back out, so get a little pin. You can use a folded out small paper clip to do that. All right, anyways, we're gonna get this back lined up You want to get the bottom in first, okay? All right, and we're gonna go ahead and clip all of this back in, okay? Just like this. There we go, nice. A lot easier to put back together than it is to take apart. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get the hidden screw in first so we can close the CD drive. All right. Once you get that screw in, just slide this back in. Good, lock it in, and we'll go ahead and get all the rest of the screws back in. Okay, not really much else to it. Again, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share my channel. And if you can do the same with my It's Been Reviewed channel, It's Been Reviewed and More channel, that'd be great. All right, oh, one thing to keep in mind here, the battery, I didn't see a CMOS or BIOS or real-time clock battery, RTC battery, whatever you want to call it. So the BIOS is most likely going to be reset after this. So when we go to turn it back on, it's likely going to take its time. It's going to take a while to power back up. Keep that in mind, okay? This screw is, again, the plastic underneath is no longer holding the little thing the screw goes into. So it didn't really want to screw in. It is what it is. Usually I would fix it with JB Weld, but in this case there was a big metal thing over it, so that there would be no way I can even get the JB Weld under there. Okay, so yeah, anyways, let's get the last of the screws in. The little T5 or Torx 5 screws. Okay. This one. And the last one in the middle, and that's pretty much it. We'll power it up so you can see how long the initial boot takes. And other than that, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to put the little rubber feet back on. I like to double check to make sure I line it up right way. You can actually see the imprint of the letters and stuff, so make sure you put it back the way it was before. Okay, what I like to do is I like to start with one end, stick that down, and then go to the other end and line that up. The reason I do that is because the rubber stretches a little bit and it helps to kind of make all the stretching, tension, force, whatever, go towards the center, and then it will basically push its way out over time. Okay, same thing with the other one here. Don't forget that. Get that little rubber thing in. Then we'll go over that and stick that down. Okay, make sure the thing goes all into the grooves. And there we go. Okay, and there we go. All right, so now that we got everything in, we're gonna flip this back over. Okay, let's go ahead and power it up and see what we got. Okay, power light is on, good sign. And also, if you messed with the RAM, keep in mind if for some reason it's not booting up, or it's beeping, or it's staying black screen forever, you might have messed up the RAM, or the RAM might not have been reinserted properly. So if that's the case, open it back up and double check the RAM. If it still doesn't work, try just one stick at a time. So here you can see it's saying the CMOS reset there. So we just press enter to reboot. And you want to make sure to double check the date and time after that, because when you reset the BIOS, the date and time gets reset. Excuse me. All right, is it turning itself back on, or do I need, okay, it's turning itself back on, sorry. I was trying to see the light here, I couldn't see it. All right, so it's turning itself back on, and it should be good. So there's the HP logo. Should start, yep, showing the little circle, and that's pretty much it. Again, hopefully this video helped you guys out. One thing I recommend after doing any hardware changes is to restart the computer one time. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, let's drop this. Bye.